the bottom up, the second, the last best form of rule that you could use, a little better than anarchy, which is not to be desired at all. But the other forms of rule were always considered higher, and in today's world we find that the Muslim world there's a push for democracy, which in my opinion is a buzzword for self-determination. But how do you reconcile the position with the modern position?
I would like to stress one point, that whatever has been the way of the Muslim states being governed, we cannot deny the fact that the only method of governance that is propounded by the Quran itself is consultation. Their affairs ought to be run through consultation. Should be based on consultation. Which actually if we do not go into the nomenclatures, I do not know what else democracy is. I mean, if Muslims are to participate in the governance, if all decisions are to be made, are to be rebutted through consultation, then what else can we call democracy?
Well, the consultation, which is shura, is also, we translate that often as consensus. And consensus can happen at the level with the dictator, with the king, with the parliament. It can happen with rule of generals, and the rule of merchants.
If you look at the West, the direct amruhum shura bainahum, if you translate it into English, it should be translated as their affairs are based on consultation. This does not, in my mind, it does not necessitate consensus. I mean, it could be otherwise, in all those matters there isn't any consensus.
But it doesn't mean a mass democracy with a universal franchise either.
I don't know how else could it mean, because how can you restrict amruhum shura bainahum to a particular...
Do you think that this shura took place at the time of the Prophet's rule as a Prophet statesman, and later on in the Khulafai Rashidun, and later on
the Prophet was given a separate directive. The Prophet's directive was that he should consult, and that was given in Surah Nisa, if I'm not mistaken, that he should include people in his consultation and then take his decisions. But when in Surah Shura, when the law for the Muslims was given in general, the words were different. There the words obviously gave a right to the Prophet to take his decisions, except that it recommended that the Prophet should consult people. And if we take a look at the history of the Prophet's decisions, we would see that there was hardly ever a decision in which those people who mattered at that time, when I say who mattered at that time, it actually means those who had a political stature. They were never ignored. Their consultation was never ignored. The best thing that can be cited at this time would be that till the time that the Muslim state was restricted to Medina, it was clear that after the Prophet it would be the Ansar who would be ruling. But as soon as it became a part, the whole of the Arabian Peninsula came under the ambit of Islam, it was the Quraysh. And the reason for that, cited by the companions, was that the Prophet had said that no other group can lead the Quraysh, except for the Quraysh, can lead the Arabs.
And I want to come back after the short break and discuss also the issue of democracy in other traditions, not only just Islam, and why is it that other traditions also had considered this not as a very favorable form of government, because obviously they have been in the Platonic tradition, which is upheld by Al-Farabi and Ibn Sina and many others. We want to discuss why were they not. They were very smart people. Why were they not in favor of this form of governance? And suddenly in the modern Muslim period, we are in favor of it. And so we'll come back and discuss this just after a short break. Viewers, we'll be back.